Another day for me to run around. Good morning, you guys. I don't want to shake you. I don't want you to leave. You're the only friends I have. Good morning. Come with me to a Thursday at work. Yesterday, I went out in the evening. I came back home very, very late. I came back home at around 2 a.m. So I've not had enough sleep. You can see that I'm not wearing my glasses. I don't know where they are. You guys, pray for me. Today is gonna be a very, very interesting day. Whew. So I went to an art display exhibition. Yeah, free. It was so nice. I enjoyed the art, but I gotta pay for it now. Discovery Gardens. Ooh. Today we reached kind of early, thank God, because you guys already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be in the washroom. Take a moment to ease myself. You know, it's crazy. I probably would have eased myself at home. Would have, literally. But the thing is, where I live now, the toilet and the washroom, the shower room, they are separate, like separate rooms. So when I go to the shower room, I don't want to now go to the toilet, and sometimes it's occupied. So this is convenient. That took a minute. I didn't realize I would have to queue to use the toilet in the morning on a far metro station as Discovery Gardens, and there are over 4 different toilets. All of them are occupied, and I had to use a different toilet than I use every day. It's like I like to use that one. I'm used to it anyway. That's done. We are still quite early. It is 27 minutes past 8. The van comes 8:30, which means we have 3 minutes to kill. Usually it's 1 minute. You know, this area about Discovery Gardens, the gardens. Things are so nice. I've been in a few of them, to see friends and all that. I've been in a few of the buildings. They are really, really nice. Also, most of them, they are family type of buildings. And they say a building is for family in Dubai, it means you cannot put bed spaces. There is no shared space. So you find like in a room, in an apartment, it's only one person who lives there, not just literally one person, like one family. So if you're to move into the room, kind of have to be with your very good friends, really, really close. I know I told you guys that yesterday I was at an art show, and I probably should have shown you that. That should have been my vlog. I'll tell you the purpose of this channel. The purpose of this channel is eventually I'm gonna show you guys my building projects. That is the sole purpose of this channel. That is why I've started making simple vlogs and everyday posting on this channel. It had been neglected for quite some time. So I have several channels. At some point I was building channels and selling them, but that's beside the point. My main channel now, I only talk mainly about inspiring videos, motivation videos for Africans abroad. That is Global Pulse Media. But this channel specifically, and the reason as to why I'm now posting some content on it to the 8 of you, is because I want to eventually share my journey of building my house. And every day it's the only thing on my mind. I have drafted, like drawn what I may call house plans. You know, it's the only thing I think about. The main thing, of course I think about many things, but it's the main thing. Yeah. Now you know, stick around. Stick around. We're at the bus stop waiting for the van. It is 8:33. It should show up any minute now. I just had a double espresso, but funny story, I didn't eat last night. I was so hungry, I was so late from wherever I was. So I'm going to eat. Let me show you. This is half-eaten food that I decided to bring in because I'm gonna eat it for breakfast. Yeah, so I'm gonna eat. I just warmed it. Need a spoon. Could do with a fork. I don't know whose fork this is. I'm going to use it. It looks dirty though. Good afternoon. The time is 2 p.m. I haven't eaten lunch yet. I left my food in the microwave and I was supposed to eat before coming out, but I don't know. I want to take a stroll. There are some restrictions around the warehouse. Our office is in the warehouse, so there are some restrictions because of what we are working on at the moment. Like we can't have it on social media, something like that. So we've kind of been locked inside the warehouse. They can't just allow people to just come in before you're admitted. Get my point? Just a little bit of, it's weird, but yeah, you gotta protect your technology, securing the gains. But either way, I need to come out and get some sun. I didn't take good care of my skin yesterday. I was so tired. I went out and now my skin feels itchy. So, what did I want to talk about today? You guys, I get so busy. I'm going to sit on these chairs. Let me show you. I used to make videos from here. So I used to come with my tripod and put a tripod and sit on these chairs and make videos. If you followed me on TikTok, you would already know this place. Anyway, I'm gonna sit here a little bit and chat, talk about people who have ambitions of building a house. When I went back to Uganda in 2024, man, years can run. So I went back to Uganda in 2024. I came back really fast, shortly, when 2025 had just started. Yeah, so when I went back, I thought I wasn't coming back. If you followed me for long, you already know this, so let me not sound like a broken record. But I found it a big challenge to rent. I had enough money and I did start some businesses and they were making money as well. But when you have to rent, you're starting out a business, you're renting the place that you sleep, you just came from abroad, you have this lifestyle. It became incredibly expensive for me if I had to continue renting. It became risky, it became a source of anxiety. So coming back this time, the main goal is to build a house. And ever since I came back, even before I did, I've been doing a ton of exposure towards house ownership. I know so much about house ownership, and yet I still haven't made a final decision. I keep changing my mind, and there are so many factors around why I keep changing my mind. Since this channel is going to be really dedicated to my house projects, home ownership, real estate, I might as well tell you guys. So when I went back to Uganda, while I did have some money, I invested in a business, which were pads, because I'm a medical person. I went into farmer marketing again because it's something that I already knew, and it was like a smooth landing. The only problem is the money wasn't really matching my lifestyle, right? That you got. But because I had saved up enough, I bought land. One piece of land was for farming, and I briefly vlogged a little bit about farming. I even started a separate channel for that. I don't know if I remember the passwords, but I have a separate channel which was dedicated to my farming projects. I like to have a bunch of separated channels because I don't want to keep changing my style and then I have to change or hide my whole content on that channel. Get what I'm saying? Like on my main channel, I've changed content over time many times, and every time I do change, I have to hide the previous videos. But now that I have separate channels, if I, for example, focus on farming, I have a channel already for that. It has some small history, no matter how small it is. I'll just build on from that. To me nowadays, social media, YouTube content creation, it's like my journal. It's how I share about my journey in life. Now this channel specifically, it is the oldest channel that I have had, the longest. Some people have even offered me money in this channel, but I failed to sell it. The point I'm trying to make here, let me not get off track, is that I bought 2 pieces of land. One was for farming and one was supposed to be for like building, but one still has some issues. The one which was supposed to be for building still has some issues, and I couldn't start. I'm going to clear those issues up. You know how I don't want to get into that until I have figured it out. If I do figure it out eventually, I'll tell you guys the whole story of what happened, how I bought the land and how the issues came up, and eventually how I've cleared them. I don't like to talk about things that are half-baked. So the land which I'd bought for farming, where I'm still doing farming right now, but mostly remotely, I'm mainly letting my family use it, like my mom, my sister, if they want to grow some stuff. Yeah, it isn't like in the deepest of villages. No, it's not far from a village community where people live, where people have their homes. So I keep thinking about this piece of land. It would fit in one of my visions of what my home is supposed to be. It would fit perfectly. You know, it is around 3 acres, and I can vision myself with a home on a 3-acre land, well fenced, and I'm doing all sorts of things on the land. My home is there, a really nice home, not just, you know, a farmhouse where you just go and you don't want even to sleep there. No, a real home where I go and relax and live, you know. Yeah, anyway, now that's one of the thought processes. Another one, obviously, it is to clear up the issues on the other piece of land that I bought and build there. I don't like that piece because it's really small. It's really small, and my vision of a home seems bigger than this piece of land. I love to have a big compound. You know, I want to have some chicken, some hens, goats if I can, a cow, why not? So that one may not really fit. The other option guys, judge me if you want, I don't care. The other option is, because my career is taking roots in Dubai and it's not going to go down, obvious. Why should I let my career start going down? It's taking roots, and if I'm always gonna be coming to Dubai, it would be nice to have a home not too far from Entebbe Airport. So I keep thinking and I keep looking into like estates or land that is being sold closer to Entebbe Airport. And the other option would be to buy a piece of land closer to Entebbe Airport and build there. So every time I have to travel back home, it's a quick drop home and come back. Currently, I live in Mukono. That is where I live. That is where I rent an apartment. My sister lives there. You know, my family, my friends, I've hosted people even though I'm in Dubai. Yeah, I'm a grown woman and I'm a grown woman. There's an age where people have to depend on you. So if a friend, for example, is coming from up country, coming from Gulu, friends that I've gone to school with, and they're coming to Kampala for some reason, or if a friend becomes homeless, God forbid, and they need a place to crash, I'll be like, come to my home. And sometimes I might just be like, come visit me because we are friends. Come see me. I know I'm not home, but come see where I live. You know, go check on my family. I left there my small cups. Go make sure my cups are still there. Girl, I'm just joking. Yeah, but you get the point. You get the gist. I don't want to make this vlog long. Like yesterday, I ended my vlog around this time. And the reason my battery usually gets finished because I use my phone a lot for work to make the calls to my clients. And the battery gets finished. So by the time I'm going back home, I don't have battery. So I wouldn't film my journey home anyway. So why not close these vlogs around here, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. If I should still have battery and I do film anything, what I'm always going to be doing is transferring that and make it as part of that next day vlog. I intend to come here every single day. We are friends. Let me look in the camera. We are friends, so you should definitely be coming here every single day to say hi, and I'll be here to say hi to you too. I don't know if you're so lazy. I don't know if you guys don't watch up to this point, but what happened to liking? Lift your finger and click like. Bye, I'll see you tomorrow.